middle-class kid. My dad did upholstery on cars. My mom did odd jobs. As long as I could remember, I was hustling. I remember going to my dad while he was playing poker with his buddies and saying, "Dad, I need some new sneakers." And he looked at me, looked at my feet, and he goes, "Those tennis shoes you got on, they work. When you have a job, you can buy whatever you want." And one of his buddies that had to be drunk was sitting at the poker table with him, and he goes, "Hey, I got something you can sell. I got all these boxes of garbage bags. Why don't you sell them in the neighborhood, and then you can take the money you make and buy your sneakers?" He had these boxes that he sold to me for $3. I sold them for $6, but it went like this. "Hi, my name is Mark. Do you use garbage bags? I've got a great deal for you, and every time you need garbage bags, all you ever have to do is call me, and I'll put them in the back of my wagon, and I'll bring them right down to your house." That was my first business, the world's first, probably only, garbage bag door-to-door subscription company. As I started to get older and got into high school in particular, I realized that high school wasn't my jam, that I wanted to learn as much as I could about business. I started taking classes at night at the University of Pittsburgh when I was 16. And then when I was 17, I dropped out of high school altogether and went to Pitt full time. That's where things really started to happen for me. I never ever thought in terms of money, okay, I need to make millions. I always thought in terms of time. Has always been my driving motivation. How can I control my own destiny? How can I control my own time? I started a company called Micro Solutions, and from there we just grew and grew and grew and ended up selling that. And that's how I got my first stacks. So here's the rundown of when I sold Micro Solutions for $6 million. So $1 million went to employees, $2 million to a partner I brought in, $2 million to me. I lived like a student, but the first thing I did was buy a lifetime pass on American Airlines, and I just went all around the world taking friends and partying like a rock star. Other than the Air Pass, I wasn't just buying shit. I was saving it. I could have gone out and bought a bigger house, bought a nicer car. I didn't care. What it bought me was freedom. I never thought I was going to work again. I'd made a ton of money in the stock market. I was worth $20+ million. Life was good. Then one of my buddies from college, Todd Wagner, sat down with me, and this was in 1995. He was like, "You know, there's this whole new thing called the internet. There's got to be a way we can use this to listen to Indiana basketball." We set up this website called AudioNet, and the next thing you know, video comes along, and we turned it into a company called broadcast.com. And so we started what turned out to be the very first streaming company. On July 18th, 1998, we went public, and we're guessing, you know, what's the stock going to open at? And I was the high. I'm thinking $33. Shit goes $62.75. All of a sudden, I'm worth $300 million plus. And I'm sitting there thinking, oh fuck, if this stock price triples, I'm a billionaire. Well, we took that company and became